right. If you're watching the replay, hi. Hope you're having a good weekend. Okay, I need to put this. All right. Hey, Abby. How's your weekend going? All right. Oh my gosh, my stomach's growling. Have enough water? Yeah, I do. Hi, Lisa. How are we doing, guys? Y'all having good weekends? What have y'all been up to? My circular needles are loose. Both of them. You know what I might do? I'm going to go grab something real quick. All right. Hey, everyone. What are we up to? Happy Saturday. What are you making? I'm making a hexagon for my daughter. Love that. I'm working on the I-cord border for the neckline of my tank tops. Like, I'm so close to being done. So close. I'm just going to do something real quick. Okay. I'm just going to take this needle off. I'm going to put a big one on so that I know the stitches won't fall off. So then I can just drop this. I'm kind of using a too small of cable, so I've had to be very careful while I'm doing this I-cord border. Good, I have 5 guys for lunch. My dad started the birthday weekend. Love! I hope you do a lot of fun things this weekend. The network went down in my area. My phone didn't work for 4 hours. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Wait, that's crazy. I hope, is everything back? Like, it's fixed? Hey, Brenda, howdy. Nothing better than finishing a project, I know, right? I wasn't expecting to get so far this weekend, but last night, a couple of my like crochet friends and I, like a bunch of people y'all probably know, that's not my current whip. Anyway, well, who was it? It was me, Zach, Aiden, Mags, Kelsey. We just had like a literal like 2.5 hour FaceTime call, Discord call. And I finished the other I-cord border on the other strap. So then today I essentially went to not the park, but a nice, cute, kind of a park, I guess, near my house. And, sorry. I went to a park near my house and I spent the whole day working on this, basically. I wove in all my ends and I started the I-cord neckline. So we're getting really close. I'm going to change my whip command real quick, and then I will catch up with the chat. Let me grab my whip. This is something I should do before every live, and I know y'all know I don't, so I'm sorry about that. But, you know, I'll just do it during. There we go. Also, guys, guess what came in today? Guess what came in? Good weekend so far. I got spoiled today for my birthday, plus last thanks to the baby. In addition, got a free lunch. Ooh, I love that. That is a great weekend. Let's see. Did I read everything? Did I read everything? So happy to see you. Sorry I missed your last live. No worries at all. How are we doing, guys? How are we doing? Went to grandma's for dinner last night. Love that. But yeah, I don't know about y'all, I had a great day. I woke up and did some, you know, chores. Like I did, let's see what I do. What did I do? Did some laundry, did some dishes, did more laundry, and then played actually a little bit of video games, which I wasn't expecting. I'm in a Discord of the streamer I like, and they were doing community games today, and I wasn't going to join, but then someone in the Discord that I know messaged me and was like, "Are you coming?" And so I said, "Okay, I guess I'm coming." Played that for a bit, and then I went to the park for literally like 3.5 hours. Weaved in all my ends, read. It was a great time. Ophelia is now passed out in the living room because it was a long park day for her too. She had a blast. So yeah, it's been a good weekend. Had some dinner, and now here we are. But yeah, if we hadn't done that like long Discord call yesterday, I would not be this far, like this close to finishing. So cool that you're getting the opportunity to hang with your friends. I know, right? Went super simple with 2 washcloths today, needing to start a duck. Ooh, a ducky plushie. That sounds fun, but I love something simple like a washcloth. Like the other day I made a sack I bought like all these, one of those giant things of assorted buttons, and it came in a piece of plastic that's like not resealable. So I just made a sack and I put all the buttons in the sack. The fan is making my sunscreen drip into my eyes. I really would have loved being a fly on the wall for that live. For which live? Sorry? Yeah, it's been a good weekend, and it's a long weekend, which is great. So tomorrow, usually I do all the cleaning on Saturday, and I only did kind of half of it today, so I'm going to try to do the rest tomorrow. I should have gone for a run today, but shockingly, I just didn't want to. Usually I really do, and I kind of look forward to it, but ooh, I just dropped my stitch. But this weekend, no, I didn't want to, so I'm going to try to make myself tomorrow. I think it's the long weekend where I'm like, oh, I could just go on Monday, but that'll change my whole, Mondays, that'll change my whole workout schedule for the week. I can't do that. I can't do it. So there you go. Hardest part about not having a phone was not being with my kids and having no way to reach them. No, I get that. Well, I mean, I don't have kids, but the first time I moved like away from my family, I was like, my phone has to be charged 100% of the time. So I get that nervousness where you're like, you need your phone, you need it on, you need it functional just in case. It's like kind of anxiety inducing when you don't have it, or you can't, you don't have service or something. You're just worried something might happen. Okay. Also, I can't promise how long I'll be live today because I have had a very bad headache because I spent the whole day in the sun. So we'll see. I'm drinking water and I took some Advil, so hopefully we'll be okay. And a party's for breakfast tomorrow before church. My dad's doing dinner. My dad's church tonight too. That'll be great. Oh, you mean tomorrow? Okay. Hey, Megan, with your friends. I catch you and Kelsey almost always, as well as Amy and Zach most of the time. Oh, yeah. No, we weren't live. We were just like FaceTiming each other. It was so nice to see you pop onto Kelsey's live. I know I told her I was going to mod it, and then I got the message from my friends about playing the video game, and I was like, bye, Kelsey. Good luck. I was like, have fun. I'm not going to be helping anymore. Speaking of, we only need to play a membership-only campaign. I know I saw that, and I was like, that's genius. But I'm kind of struggling because I feel like there are so many things I'd like to do in the Discord. Like, I'd love to do a book club. I'd love to do a crochet or a knit-along project. Like, D&D would be fun. Like, the movie nights are fun. There's too many things, and there's just not enough time. There's just not enough time in the world, in life. It was funny, actually, because I was talking to friends, and one of them was like, I'm so impressed how often you read books, because y'all know I read a lot. And I was like, it's the anxiety that I'm going to die before I read all the books I want to read. That's what makes me read all the time, is that I'm like, if I die tomorrow, I need to have read this book. I need to start reading it right now. Is that the best motivation? No, but it's a motivation nonetheless. There's something so hypnotizing about this I-cord border. Hey, Brooke, saw you on Kelsey's live today. I know, I popped in. I was like, every once in a while I was popping in while I was playing games with my friends. And then right when the games ended, Kelsey was like, okay, bye, everyone. And I was like, oh, okay, bye. Sorry for not modding. It was funny because last night I was like, you know what? I'll get my computer out because both Kelsey and I know that Ollie's busy this weekend, and Ollie is Kelsey's mod too. And so I was like, okay, if they can't do it, like maybe I'll sit at my computer and like clock in for work, and mod the chat. But then I got called to play that game, and I was like, okay, sorry, good luck, Kelsey. Well, what actually happened first is that my dog fell asleep on me on the couch, so then that ruined the sitting at the computer to mod idea, and so then I was just modding on my phone for a few minutes, and then my friends were like, do you want to play with us? And I was like, okay. So I was like, okay, good luck, Kelsey. Have fun, Caesar. Bye. Kelsey was like, Ollie needs a raise, dude. I was like, I know. Her chat's just frustrating. And it was funny. I had people sassing me in her chat where like I would see people post the same message 15 times in the span of like 10 minutes. And so I timed people out, and they're like, why'd you time me out? I'm like, you're saying the same thing over and over again. And they're like, well, she didn't respond. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care if she didn't respond. It's bothering me. Stop saying the same thing over and over again. I get it, but it would be fun to listen to y'all. Oh, no, I get that, Brenda. I don't even know what we talked. I don't even remember what we talked about yesterday. It was one of those, those calls when you're hanging out with friends and time just goes by so fast. And at the end, you're like, what were we even talking about that whole time? It was actually perfect for me because I like getting life updates from people. And so I went one by one. I was like, how's everyone doing? What have we been up to? And actually, a bunch of my friends recently moved. So we got some house tours, which was fun. Did we decide on a movie? Yes, this week's movie night for the Discord is Twilight Eclipse. So I'm guessing we're just going to go through all the Twilights and then we'll do other things, which is great. I'm trying to get Ollie has to watch New Moon because they didn't watch it. They weren't able to make the last movie night. So I'm like, Ollie, we have to find a time. Like, you have to watch this before Thursday or else you're going to be so freaking confused. So confused. What games do you play? Today we were playing Marvel Rivals, which I've played that. The only times I've played that are with the people in the server. So this was like maybe 7th time playing it, maybe 6th. And so I'm horrendous. And I think it's so sweet they asked me to play because I'm so bad. Like whoever's team I'm on, we're losing. Like that's how bad it is. Like I don't know the buttons. Like I don't know what everyone's doing. I don't know the maps. I'm getting lost. Like and so it was just, they were very sweet to be like, Brooke, you should join. And so I was like, okay, I'll join. And then usually what I do is when we do community day games like that in the servers, I play a few games and then I leave so that they get a few games where I'm ruining everything. And then they get a few normal games where they actually get to play because I'm gone. So yeah, it was good. But recently I've been really into Red Dead Redemption. My partner and I have been liking those Spider-Man games. I'm really into games like Red Dead, Skyrim, like open world games like that. When I at some point get a PC, which has been on my bucket list for a long time, I really want to get Elden Ring. I want to get Baldur's Gate. Like I want all those games, What about y'all? Do y'all play video games? What do y'all like to play? I lost my crochet mojo. Oh no, Charlotte, I'm sorry. Maybe you get the mojo through another craft or something. I watched most of her live today and missed that you were there. I was in there very sparingly. Like sometimes I would look at it and mute someone and then look away for 15 minutes and then go back. But yeah, I feel like, okay, if you've lost your mojo, what I usually like to do is try to get it back through another craft that I like I'll start to knit or something, or like maybe you do embroidery or sewing or something like that. Or if not, if crochet is like your main thing, then I try to get my mojo back by doing something very small. So then you get the serotonin of I finished something without it being super stressful and daunting. So I'll do like a small tapestry or something like that. That's what is happening here. Oh, it's just a big stitch. That's what I would recommend to get your mojo back. But maybe you have your own methods. What methods do y'all have actually? If you've lost your mojo and you need to find it. How do you find your mojo? What do y'all like to do? She gets the strangest people sometimes. I know. I texted her after. I said, hope it went okay. And she said the chat was really weird today. And I was like, oh, it just so happened, I guess, that when I was there, it was pretty normal. And so I felt bad that I was like not there. But I said, also, Caesar said he was going to do it. So not my fault. Not my fault. I haven't tried MR. Oh, Marvel Rivals, but I've hit Overwatch before they made it free to play. Oh my gosh, Megan. Who did you play on Overwatch? Have we had this conversation before? Because I used to play it all. That was my I'm not kidding, Megan. I was addicted. I was fully addicted to Overwatch, and it was ruining my life. And so I haven't played it in a while. I played it. I started playing when they made it free, so when they released Overwatch 2. And I played it constantly. It was also during the time where I was living in Florida, so I lived alone and I didn't have any friends. So literally would come home from work, would play Overwatch, go to sleep, wake up, go to work, come home, play Overwatch. Like, I mean, it was an addiction. Literally, there's no other way to describe it. And it wasn't just an addiction. It like hurt my mental health. Like, I don't know about you, that game hurt my mental health. Like, I was sad, I was angry. You know what I mean? Just games where you play with people, they can just be, people aren't nice. And so anyway, so I started playing that game when I moved to my current location. I haven't really played it since, thankfully, because literally it was for a minute, I was was not good. Do you play on Xbox or PlayStation? I played on Xbox. Rivals I play on PlayStation just because it's our newer console. But everything else I've been like this is my first time having a PlayStation ever. We got the PS5 a little bit ago. But before that, we were Xbox all the way. So like everything else is Xbox except for Marvel Rivals, where I was like, you know what, I bet it'll run better on this. So I decided to do that. Yeah. But that's how it's so funny because I met a bunch of people on like crochet people through Overwatch, like a couple mutuals I have on I almost said on Xbox, on Instagram that I really like were on. I think we met through. I was on live and I was talking about Overwatch and then we started playing together. It was so fun. But now it's kind of sad because those friendships are dwindling because now I just don't play that game. I also don't play games really much anymore at all, actually. Nope, no video game. Totally fair. I had to move my chickens and coop to my parents' house today. I came home and turned to check on the chickens and they weren't there. Oh my gosh. Wait, why did you have to move them? Sorry, am I saying? I work on a different hobby I already have or start a new one. Ooh, okay, I like that idea. I like starting a new one because it's kind of refreshing. But then if I start a new one, I might get frustrated I'm not quote unquote good at it. And that might frustrate me too. And that might ruin my crochet mojo. That might ruin the mojo, lose the mojo even more. We haven't, but I was a Lucio main with occasionally Orisa. Ooh, okay. I like Lucio mains. I was basically like all the supports. So I did mostly Kiri, Ana, Bap, Zen. Kiri, Ana, Bap, Zen, basically. With the others sometimes too, but those were like every game. Those are the ones I'm picking. She should make it subs only. It is subs only in the chat right now. It is. I play Xbox. I love it. I hope the game's fun for you. I hope the game is still fun for you. It's funny because Marvel Rivals, it's basically just Overwatch. It's the same game. It's the exact same game. But it's been not as upsetting to me because why does this look like this? One second. Something looks weird. Oh, okay. Things just got a little tight. But it's not as upsetting to me. It doesn't hurt my mental health as much because I don't know how to play it. Like I'm in that perfect sweet spot where I can do a couple things so it's fun, but I don't know how to play, so I'm not competitive, so then I don't get frustrated, if that makes sense. And I'm still, again, and also the game knows I'm new to the game, so I'm playing only with bad people. So so that's made it better for me. Hi, Isabel. How's it going? We all start somewhere, though. Don't forget to trust the process. So true. So true. The stupid new owners of the mobile home park I live in made me get... Oh, that's so stupid. Ugh. I feel like the management at your place just... Every week they're doing something insane. And I'm sorry about that. Hey, Shanice. How have you been? How's it going? Hey, Tammy. I don't know half those characters. I say I played before. Oh, right. Oh, right. Okay. I thought you meant you started then. I didn't realize. Sorry, you don't play anymore at all. Okay, yeah. Basically, everyone I played was Overwatch 2 characters. That's so funny. Wait, what? So what are you into now? I've had chickens for 6 years. Ugh. I'm just so sorry. I don't get it. I don't get it. If they aren't, harming anyone, if, who cares? Your lives bring me joy. That's so sweet, Shanice. I hope you're having a good weekend. It's good. I'm helping my parents do landscaping for a lady. Today was our first day. We had to be up at 6 in the morning. Oof. That is rough. That is rough. But I hope it was a good, productive day. I hope it went well. Hey, Laura. How's your weekend going? In the hospital from 3:30 and I had to go back Friday. Oh, I hope you're okay. I'll be thinking of you. It's good. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Guys, we're going through this I-cord ribbing. People are clearing out. It's a short drive from the main road. There's more empty houses than occupied. Ugh. Yeah. No, that doesn't shock me. I don't. What's the objective? You know, if you're new management and you've had tenants that have been there for a while, like, is the objective not to keep them? You know, keep tenants that are happy? What's the point of making changes that end up driving out, like, good, long-standing tenants? I don't get it. It's a productive day. We did do a lot of stuff. Glad to hear that. Productive days are great. Love a productive day. They make you feel, I know no one should feel bad about resting and recovering because it's so important, but resting and recovering after a productive day feels even better. You know what I mean? You feel like you've earned it, you know, even though you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to earn it. Everyone deserves rest. Life is stressful enough. Just being alive warrants taking breaks and recovering, but it feels extra good after a productive day. Also, my partner and I have been talking about our Wi-Fi and how my Wi-Fi is always terrible on lives. We're thinking about upgrading our Wi-Fi, guys, so things might be much more pleasant in future lives if we decide to do that. My live might not go out every time it rains. That would be kind of fun, right? They made it pay to. Once they made it pay to play, I stopped. It used to be much cooler. I've heard. It's funny because my high school friends loved Overwatch, and I never got into it because I didn't have a way to play. And it's just funny then when I got really into it when they made Overwatch 2, and I tried to get them to play with me, and they're like, no, it's too different. It's not as good anymore. Which is totally fair. Totally fair. It's a very different game now, it seems. I play Phasmophobia in Baldur's Gate 3. We just got the Gears of War. Ooh, what is that? The Gears of War. I also don't know what Phasmophobia is. Phasma. Gears of War. Ooh. No, I don't want, like, gameplay. I was showing me a picture of the game. Show me a picture in the game. Okay, this is not actually very helpful. Oh, is it on? It's on shop, that's why. Oh, cool. This looks cool. Phasmophobia. Oh my gosh, it's a horror game. You play horror games? Oh my gosh, don't look that up. Don't look that up. What the heck? That was scary. I'm learning a lot about you. I've been watching, one of my streamers has been doing a lot of, what's it called? Let me see if I can look it up real quick. And it looks like a game I would play. Let me find it. It's like some quest. I don't know it's like a open world game. Let's see. Sorry. What is this? Oh, Claire Obscure Expedition 33. That looks like a fun game. That took a really long time to find. Not the best, but I've been saving your lives to watch when I'm struggling. Mental illness, heart problems. I struggle to rest and recover. Ugh, I'm so sorry about that, Shanice. But I hope the lives are calming and a little helpful. Adulting is tough. It literally is. Just being an adult, I'm freaking exhausted. I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, it does. I'm so tired. I want to go to bed. Literally. Yeah, I feel that. Hi, Brooke. Finally catching a little bit of your life. Hey, Tiffany. How you been? I hope you're having a good weekend. I hope all the U.S. and Canadian folks are having a good, restful Labor Day weekend. Or fun Labor Day weekend. I know that's a thing, too. Either way, fun and restful. Those are the goals. One or the other. I guess both. I feel like you can't have both, though. I feel like if it's fun, it's not restful. All of a sudden, all the houses that were for sale for now have a for rent signs in them. I own my home, but I have a feeling an ultimatum might be coming soon. Can they do that? Hi, Lynn. I think you would like Phasmophobia. You should play with me, girl. 10 out of 10 recommend. I'm such a baby, Megan. I don't think I could do that. I think I would. I think that would end poorly. I think. You know what? Actually, I'm thinking maybe, okay, my friends and I are trying to plan fun things for us to do when we visit Kelsey. Maybe we can do that, like film a video of us playing a horror game or something. I think that'd be funny. I like that would have to be like there would have to be some benefit for me to do that, if I'm honest, because I'm such a baby. Wow, we're almost halfway done with this I-cord border. That's pretty good. The goal is to... No, we're not. I thought I was about to start the other strap. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. Trying to motivate myself out of deep depression by making a tote bag and then going to put a liner in it. I think that'll be great. I feel like being productive, like, I don't know. There are always so much advice on what you should do when you're not feeling it. You know, rest, drink water, be productive. And I feel like it's just like a roll of the dice, which actually helps. But I hope it's helpful. I'm almost halfway done. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. As in the community bought them and are now trying to rent them. But if you bought them, but if you bought yours, I guess I don't really know how things work. I just couldn't imagine if you bought your home, how that would how they could force you to rent it through them instead. Like force if you've bought yours. I don't know. So tired, I want to go to bed, but if I go to bed now at 7, I'll be up early in the morning. Oh yeah, it's funny. I went to bed super late last night, like midnight, super late. And I was like, oh, I'm not even gonna set an alarm. I'm gonna let myself sleep in. And I was expecting to wake up at noon. I woke up at 8. I was like, all right, that's a sign of adulthood right there. But I think, honestly, sometimes 8 o'clock, that's my time where I'm like, if I'm exhausted, 8 o'clock is the time I can go to bed because I know then I'll sleep through the night. And sometimes that happens to me where I'm just so tired at 8 o'clock, I'm like, I need to go to bed. And I feel like I have this where I don't really get sick very often, but I get what I call like just exhaustion sickness, where my body starts feeling like it's sick because I'm so tired. And on days like that, I'll just go to bed so early. So early. Scary at first, but it's not that serious once you play a few matches. Oh, just an Xbox exclusive as a shooter. I love games like that. Going to give a friend of mine a tote bag. She says I'm a strong person, a sweetheart. I'm going to surprise her with this gift. I love that. I think that's a lovely idea. And that's something, yeah, it makes you feel good. It makes them feel good. Love. So football season has started. I've been watching The Kingdom, the Chiefs documentary. Ooh. How's that going? I think I watched that. I don't really know. I might have. I don't know. There was one period of time where I was at my mom's house and we watched several football documentaries. We watched one about Florida. We watched the Johnny Manziel one. We might have watched the Kingdom. I don't know why. I can't play any other horror game, but this one isn't too bad. Oh, okay. Interesting. That's good to know. She says, you're so cool. I share one of your lives with her. It's been since 2023 since the divorce, talking to someone who shows interest in cool. It's cool. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. That's sweet. That's sweet of her. Yeah, it's always nice when you find, I don't know, people to bond with over things, similar things. I've been exhausted, been getting called in early at work a lot lately. Right now we have a big sale going on. Oh, Tiffany, I'm so sorry. I hope you get some time to rest at some point. We'll be thinking of you. Can you hold it up for me? Oh, the tank top? Boom. Oh my gosh, guys. Guess what came in today? I said this earlier and I forgot to follow up on it. My Knitting for Olive yarn came in today. I posted a picture on my Instagram story if any of y'all are curious. I'm so excited. And I posted it in the Discord. If you're in the Discord, I posted it in the yarn channel. It's so pretty and it's really soft. The mohair is crazy soft. I'm excited for my sweater. The goal, I don't believe that handmade things should like, I don't think the goal for handmade things is to look machine made. Like, I don't think that has to be your goal. I think handmade things are amazing in their own way. But this specific piece, I want to try to make it look really professional and like it's machine made. It's private property. They decide only community-owned homes. Oh gosh, ugh, that's terrible. Took a break from the blanket panels, working on the first border in Tunisia crochet. Ooh, I'm excited for you. The border, I feel like, is it's one of those things where it's so hard to do, but it really just completes your project. Like this, like the border I'm doing right now, where I'm like, I just want to be done. I'm excited to cut all my ends. I'm glad I weaved them in. I'm glad I weaved them in today while I was at the park. Your yarn wall has changed. Yes, I've been putting more and more on it. I've been trying to stack it. It's a true thing, so that's good to give your body rest. I totally agree. I wish I could sleep longer, but my back and hips don't allow more than 8 or 9 hours. Oh, that's brutal. And sometimes you just need it. You know, it's so frustrating when you wake up either from something like that, or your body just thinks you need to be awake, or your mind wants to be awake, and it's like, I know there are other parts of me that would appreciate more sleep. Like, seriously? Just let me sleep. Probably not this one because it just came out 2 weeks ago. Oh, it's a new Chiefs documentary. Hasn't there already been one? I mean, whatever. They can make multiple things. I've been so tired. I fell asleep during Kelsey's live, but I sure did replay it. It's like when I miss y'all's live, it's like something is missing from my life. No, I get that. Whenever I miss like one of my favorite streamers' lives, I'm like, wait, guys, stop. I'm like, because she streams in the middle of the day because it's her job. And sometimes I can watch like in the background of my workday, like while I'm doing whatever tasks, I'll just play it silently. And sometimes I'm not able to because it's too busy of a workday. And so on busy days, I'm like, please wait. I missed it. What'd I miss? So cute. Thank you. I'm excited about it. Big time G's fan. Been following them since I was in diapers. I love that. My family is from Kansas, so I'm with it. I'm familiar. I'm not super into it, but that's because I think biologically required to be a Cowboys fan. But I'm not really into professional football. I just don't really care. I'm much more of a college person. But what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Oh, 1 year for Christmas, my family that lives in Kansas is my extended family. There's like 12 of them, 15, something like that. And I one Christmas just made like 15 Chiefs colored beanies. So some of them were knitted, some of them were crocheted, some of them were striped, some of them were checkered, some of them were solid, some of them were reversible, some of them had colored pom-poms, some of them didn't. Like all these different ones, and I just put it in a box in the center of the room, and I was like, go for it. Like, and I'm never doing that again. It was terrible. Terrible. But it was really sweet because after they go to Chiefs games all the time, and I still see pictures of them in their now I realize kind of shittily made Chiefs beanies, but that's okay. It was a while ago. That was like probably a year or two after I started crocheting, and they just weren't done as well as I would make them now. But that's okay. Maybe I should redo them. Oh wait, I read that. I'll have to go look and see what color you got. Yeah, I like it. It's like a teal. Hi, Debbie. Old age, my hips don't allow it. Nope, I get that. The Red Army has decided to flank on both sides. I fear the blue is going to lose. Wait, what does that mean? What does that mean? I'm crocheting Kelsey's bucket hat. I love it. Love it, love it. Yeah, wait, what is everyone else working on? I don't know if I asked. What's everyone working on today? Okay, guys, now we're officially almost halfway done, I would say. I'm so excited to finish this because the second I'm done with this, it means I get to work on Aiden's test. And then when I'm done with that, I get to start the Knitting for Olive sweater. I'm so excited. I also got a really cute pattern from Knitting for Olive. It's the holly sweater, and it's a Christmas sweater with a circular yoke, and it's just got holly going around, like kind of the chest and the shoulders. I think it's so cute. That teal is pretty, right? I'm so excited about it. I think it's so cute. Oh, the Red Army. Oh, the yarn wall. Oh yeah, it's because all my blue is for my blue scrappy sweater. So like, I'll probably take this off too. Like, I probably will have no blue by the time I'm done with that sweater. But I feel like it's such a good way to scrap bust. I wish I was making a video about it, but it's too late. It's too late. I'm almost done with it, so that's something I really want to finish this season too. Is that blue scrappy sweater. I can't breathe. Did I do something wrong? Let's run it back. Let's run it back, guys. I think I did something wrong. I don't think I did. 1, 2, 3. Knitting through the back loop. I don't know. I did it right. I was just weird. I have to go bye. Okay, bye, Isabel. My family starting their own fantasy league has become more of a family fun. I love that. I like things like that. My family does that with F1. We've got like an F1 fantasy league. Except for most of us are the same. Most of us are either most of us are either Ferrari or McLaren fans. So it's not like the most, I don't know. Hi, Kathleen. Hey, Tiffany, how's it going? Oh, making a trick-or-treat bag. I love that. I really want to make, did Aiden make a pattern for this or did she just test it? Let's see. Aiden made, y'all know those Halloween cookies? Like the one with the ghost and the pumpkin. I don't know. She one year made a tote bag made up of those like Halloween cookie squares, and I thought it was so cute. And I don't remember if it was her pattern or someone else's. Let's see if we can find it. Let's see if I can find it. Let us see. Man, when did she post this? I feel like it was yesterday, but it wasn't because I was physically with her when she finished it. That's how you know it's been a minute. What the heck? She didn't post about it on Instagram. Am I crazy? I can see where we were in Florida in my mind. It was this trip. Man, she delete that? That's crazy. Betrayal. Betrayal. Betrayal of me? I don't know. It's not mine. It's not like I have no relation to it, but. Where the heck is the bag? Well, I don't know. I'll try to find it. If I find it, I'll post it on my YouTube, like, community page or whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll ask her about it. That took a really long time. Still working on the macro bag. Love it. Working on the hexagon card. Love it. What movie won the poll? Twilight. Twilight Eclipse. So we're getting close. We're getting close. So I'm guessing the next 2 months we'll finish the Twilight series and then we'll do something else. That's what I'm guessing. And then we'll probably watch K-pop Demon Hunters because that's been the second top like this whole time. That's always been the second highest vote. Still crocheting my teacher's blanket. Oh yeah, the 6-day star blanket. I created a positive wall. I got the neon index cards, wrote positive quotes or things people have said about me that were positive, and at night I turn on my black light and they glow. I love that idea. That's amazing. I feel like it's just a good reminder, you know, you're valued, you're kind, you know, people love you, you've got support. I feel like that's a great idea, especially at night when they, you know, I don't know. Especially at night, you whip out the black light and you're like, right, like, I'm good. I'm worthy of love and kindness and all that good stuff. When you make a mistake in knit, do you have to frog all of it? It depends on what it is. That's not very helpful. It depends on what it is. You can, so you could, like if I messed up this stitch, I could undo just this column. all the way down to this all the way down to this stitch, fix it, and go back up. But it depends, like, on what the mistake is. But, like, if it's something as simple as one stitch is messed up, you can easily fix that. It's not like crochet where you would have to undo, like, multiple rows to get back to that stitch. You can go straight down the column. So that's pretty helpful, actually. Oh, the cookie pattern. Yes, yes. Do y'all know whose that is? I made my goal of losing 100 pounds. I was 415. I was a Friday. I'm 284. Shanice, that's incredible. Wow, that is so much hard work. That is incredible. I have to take my booth down tomorrow. It's sad because I'm excited for the next adventure. It's also frustrating because I had more sales last week than I had in a single month. That's so annoying. And then you're like, do I keep it up because I got all these sales? That's frustrating. But at least you're going out with a bang, right? That's good. Only goes halfway up because I'm short. Feel that. Feel that. What is your favorite color? I think red. I like the color red. I think it's really pretty. But I don't really know. I've got a members only video coming out hopefully next weekend. Unless this one comes out first. We'll see. And I talk about that actually in the video. About how picking a favorite color is stressful to me. Guys, okay, I think I'm going to try to be on here until I finish this. I think that's going to be my goal. Like, let's just compare this side to this side. Like, look at how much better that looks. Wow. Wow. I'm so glad I took my cord off. It's so much easier with just my tiny little needle. I also really need to work on my pattern for that Legally Blonde pillow. Have I asked y'all? I'm trying to think of a name for the Legally Blonde pillow. I want to make a pattern out of it, but I'm trying to think of something that's not copyrighted. So if anyone has any ideas, let me know. I need to take some cute pictures of it and mail that. I need to mail that to my sister. What about piece you made? I have no idea. People ask me that all the time. Honestly, Violet, and I'm so sorry. I have no idea. I really like the tapestries I've made. This is probably up there. I'm really proud of this. Anything that where I like had to learn a new skill, I feel like that's something that I enjoy. My Flower Power tote bag, I love that piece. It looks so good. Thank you, thank you. I know it's because people knew the booth was closing, so the availability of them. That's so true. Like, it's always scarcity, man. Scarcity, it works. It works. I should really park myself at a coffee shop tomorrow and like edit some videos and work on a pattern and all that stuff. Start a new audiobook for my yarn time. Brusser's Fave Cushion? Is that the name of the audio? I'm confused. Brussels Fave. Wait. I'm confused. I'm confused, Dima. I'm confused. You should take pictures of your projects and maybe put them in a binder to keep track since you never make anything twice. That's true. Like, that's why I struggle because I never make the same thing. Bruiser's Favorite Cushion. Okay. Is that the name of the book? I'm confused. That's the pattern. That's the pattern. Thank you. I was like, wait, I'm so confused. Back had to take care of something real quick. No worries. Finally got my Libby app working, started a new audiobook. Oh my gosh, what'd you start? That's something that I'm like, I think could kind of be fun would be, so Discord group ideas, movie night, book club, D&D. We could do like game nights. They do like digital Uno and stuff like that. There's so many good options. Oh, crochet along or knit along projects. I think that'd be fun. Too many things. I don't even know, like, and I don't know logistically. I like need to sit down and think like what that would look like. I need to sign up for Libby. You totally should. It's life-changing. Like and it's helpful for me because I use audiobooks a lot of the times. I mean, I do it for fantasy books too. One of the ones I'm listening to right now is fantasy, but it also is a way for me to get some nonfiction books in because I just know I'm not going to, if I'm going to read, I'm going to read something fantastical. You know what I mean? I don't want to sit down and read a nonfiction book. I just don't. So listening is very helpful. I usually listen to crochet videos or whatever for the background when I do my crochet projects. I love the Lo-Fi Girl on YouTube. She's my go-to when I'm not doing a book. You could make a mini version of everything you make. Oh my gosh. That would be so fun, Alicia. That would be crazy. The Unmarked Witch. Ooh. Ooh. The Unmarked Witch. The Unmarked Witch. Ooh, 4 stars on Goodreads. A land where witches wear their spells like tattoos is no place for a woman without a single magical mark. Wait. That seems really good. I like that. I like that. I like that. Premise. Wow, that took me a long time. Book club is a great idea. Game night would also be awesome. I know, right? I'm like, there's so many things, and again, there's just no time. So I'm trying to think about, like, you know what? Maybe we do a vote in the Discord. Like, what other events would you like the most? You know, maybe we vote. And I don't think I could do. Yeah, maybe we vote. Maybe that's what I'll do. Like book night. Book club, book club, game night, crochet along, because I don't think I could commit to D&D right now because my life's too busy, but maybe we vote on those. The book is Leveling Up the World, book 1 through 4. Ooh, okay, cool. Legally Blonde, call it your Londe pillow. Sorry. Your Londe pillow? Stitch along so you can either do cross stitch. Ooh, good point. Me and my boyfriend crochet together, but I want to quilt because I'm not good. Do you crochet? If so, any tips? I do crochet, but I unfortunately don't really have any tips. YouTube is your best friend. Be comfortable, like making mistakes and stuff like that. You know, it took me a while to become comfortable with my skill, but that's really it. My sunscreen is in my eyes. But also, if we did game night, that means everyone would have to know, like, how to download. Everyone would have to be able to download the game, wouldn't have to know how to download the game. You know what I mean? Things like that, which is, I don't think the game night is as accessible as the book or the crochet along, because, like, but I think it's still a good idea. I think it's still fun. We just have to think about that. Whoa, late night stream. Hey, Abby. Oh, you're about to start. Okay, bye. Maybe I'll watch yours once I'm out of here, if I remember. The key is remembering. But have a good stream. I've been falling asleep to mowing videos. The sound of lawnmower is so relaxing. I love that. Okay, that is a very specific sound, but I like that. I like the fireplace. I like rain, but I've never done lawnmower before. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, that took a minute. We got there. Got there in the end. I need to finish the second Crescent City book. I hear the Crescent Cities are good. No Monopoly, no Monopoly for sure. True, true. People would start fights. That would start a war. Sorry for my bad grammar, my autocorrector crazy. You're so good. I'm like the typo queen. Like, I'm the typo queen. You're so good. I feel like a fantasy, subtle romance, and so far it's going well. I'm only 11% in. I feel weird working with intense romance books. That happens to me sometimes where, like, I feel like it's much. I mean, I don't know. Actually, I was going to say, I feel like it's much more common nowadays for books to have random, like, pretty scenes in them. But also, I'm an adult now. You know what I mean? Maybe they used to. But sometimes I'll be working and I'll be listening to an audiobook while I'm doing like a mindless task. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to turn that off. Or you're going to the grocery store and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to turn this off. Like, it's just weird. And then it makes me think, what's everyone else listening to? You know what I mean? Especially when I see people reading books in like coffee shops where I know there are scenes in there. I'm like, what are you reading? What are you reading right now? Like, how are you reading that in public? That would make me so embarrassed. I love Monopoly. Me too. I feel like it's just like I feel like it's a competitive game. You know what I mean? Like it starts that game starts wars. That game starts fights, you know? I tried to download like a Monopoly game app and wasn't good. I crocheted mowing videos. I don't have an y'all both do the mowing videos. That's so funny. It's so good and like no spicy. That's something you aren't into. Yes, okay, that's what I've heard. See, I don't like really spicy books. Not my thing. And so my friends were like, "Oh, you should read Crescent City because Crescent City is like non-spicy." And so I was like, "Oh, okay." So I've had that recommended to me a lot actually. I remember being in the bookstore. I think, and a dad recommended it to me or something. He was like, "Yeah, my wife loves these smutty books and I don't like them, but she made me read this one. I actually liked it." And I was like, "Oh, okay." It's just funny. It's like me and this dad relating. Um, I fall asleep to nebulizer sounds on YouTube because when I was younger, I had severe asthma and I would always fall asleep to it. Oh, that makes sense. I mean, it's what your body's used to. That totally makes sense. That means at some point, like, my partner is going to need to fall asleep to snoring sounds when he's not with me because he's going to be so used to my snoring. I shop for people for a living, so I'm in stores while listening all the time. Totally fair. Totally fair. So funny. That'll be the perfect activity. Actually, I can't listen to books while I grocery shop. I don't know about y'all. Grocery shopping requires too much brain power. Like, what aisle am I in? What aisle do I need to go to next? What's next on the list? Oh, especially if you're shopping for other people. Oh, they don't have this. Is this alternative okay? Like, I don't think I can focus on a book. I can barely do music. The grocery store is just so overstimulating. I had no idea Akatar was spicy, and I was reading it before picking my son up from school. It was awkward when I found out. Totally fair. Totally fair. I play Monopoly Go. See, that's what I downloaded, Brenda. It was too much for me. I was like, I'm going to other people's boards and I'm breaking their stuff. Like, I just want to play Monopoly. Like, I don't care about this extra stuff. Like, please, just bring me back to old school Monopoly. It was too much for me. I downloaded it and it annoyed me. I was like, I can't do this. Jar of Glass has no spice. Oh, maybe it's that one I'm thinking of. I don't know. Grocery shopping is like second nature to me anymore. Fair. Maybe it'll become like that one day. Maybe I do feel like it's key. It's key to like know your store. You know, like I feel like if I went to the grocery store I grew up in, like that, I could listen to a book in because I know that store like the back of my hand. But like these, my like we just moved to kind of a different area with a different grocery store, and so I'm still getting used to it. I get it's a lot, but it distracts my brain. That's totally fair. I've been into not Sudoku. Scrabble. I've been into Scrabble. I've been playing a lot of Scrabble. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself because I have to blow my nose. My nose is running. Y'all know. Okay. Water. What's your favorite book for the third time? I also love Lo-Fi Girl, but autocorrects keeps changing it to Loving Girl. My favorite books. Let's see. I'm looking at my command. It's book. These are my book recommendations, but my favorite book. Oh wait, that's not the right. That's not the right command. I'm thinking of something else. Oh, read. Read is what I'm looking for. Read. Project Hail Mary is probably my favorite sci-fi. That book made me cry multiple times. And then my favorite author is Brandon Sanderson. So all of his books. Words of Radiance is probably Mistborn #1, and Words of Radiance are probably my favorites of. Oh, Mistborn 3 too is good. But yeah, anything by Sanderson really, I would say. The app has the list and maps where I gotta go and has the location locked in, so it's kind of a no-brainer. That's fair. That's fair. I learned to play Monopoly from a group of Marines, so it's total war from the start. Oh my gosh, I believe that. I believe that. Does it actually count how many times you mention reading? It counts how many times someone says ! book. So like if every time I mentioned reading, y'all did ! book, then it would count it. But yeah, so it could be, but we would have to use it for it to be accurate. I just thought it was a fun, sassy little, because I've definitely mentioned it more than I mention reading every time I'm on here. Every once in a while, I have to repeat a few minutes, but most of the time, my ADHD brain can get the gist of what I might have missed. Ooh, see, I'm like not like that. I'm like, I don't know what it is about the grocery store. It's the lights and the sounds and the people and the. But then again, I'm not really. I do Instacart sometimes, and I'm new to it, so I've only done it a couple times. So maybe like if I do it more, I'd get more comfortable. The first time I did it, I made my partner go with me because I was nervous. I was like, what if they don't have what they need? How do I make the, the replacement options? Like, what do I do? Every once in a while, I have to, oh wait, I already read that. We're good. We're caught up. We're about to work down the front, y'all. We're getting close. We're getting close. I wouldn't let my husband watch the Hail Mary trailers. Oh my gosh. It spoils everything. I was so pissed by that too, Maddie. I literally, texted everyone I know. I was like, don't watch this trailer. Don't watch this trailer. I think I posted about it too. I was actually furious. I was like, how dare they put that in there? I felt the exact same way. I was like, why would they do that? It's funny because I've had conversations with my friends about this before, that trailers give too much away. They just do nowadays. Trailers, it's supposed to be give you a short understanding of what the movie is, but really trailers are so long and so detailed now, they give away the entire plot of the movie. So I have stopped watching them because they spoil. What's the point? I've watched trailers before where I'm like, don't need to see it now. Whatever. At family gatherings, my family plays Monopoly and it's always a war and one person always quits. Yep. No, my family is extremely competitive and we're the exact same with Monopoly. We get sued. We get it. Someone always ends up upset. Same with spoons, actually. That's a game my family gets very competitive with, where, when we play spoons, people end up bleeding. We usually break things. Spoons is a crazy game. Crazy game to play. I kind of feel bad for my partner because whenever he plays games with my family, he gets stressed out because we're so into it, I shop at 7:30 a.m. to noon, so it's usually pretty empty. Oh, see, that's smart. That's smart. If I'm doing Instacart, it's usually on the weekends in the middle of the day, so not the best time to go. Oh, I dropped my stitch. I have to hear or read it with full attention unless I've already read the book and I'm using it for background noise. That's fair. Yeah, I'm going through the Wheel of Time series again, and it's half background noise, half paying attention. I play a book or fanfic on Kindle when I run errands for my clients. Love it. I'm glad we all do things like this. I love it. I do have to take meds. However, you should try playing the game Monopoly Bid or Monopoly Deal. Ooh, okay, I'll try that. Because I wasn't a big fan of Monopoly Go. Didn't like it. How are you? Doing good, Thomas. How about you? I broke a nail playing spoons. I believe that. There was one time we were playing spoons at my aunt's house, and we were in the kitchen, and we played, and someone jumped up from their chair to grab a spoon, flipped the chair back. It smacked into the blinds and broke the blinds. And my aunt was like, "You're done. No more playing in my house." And we were like, "Oh, okay." That was I think that was the last time we played spoons with that side of the family, actually. Same with cups. It's war. Cups? What game is that? Is that like stacking cups? Hey, love your vids. Thank you. I appreciate that. Love spoons. On Thanksgiving one year, we broke the dining room table. Literally doesn't shock me at all, Melissa. Doesn't shock me at all. I haven't heard of anyone playing spoons in a decade. That takes me back. That's like, we love that game. It's, I don't know, it's the perfect combination of being competitive without having, you know, I mean, there's a little bit of, there's strategy, I guess, but I don't know. It's fast paced, which we love, and it's competitive, which you love. And my family gets so into it. Like we're like spoons machines. We're so fast. And whenever people play with us that aren't from our family, they're usually like, what the heck? My sunscreen. I'm laughing and it's making my eyes water and it's making my sunscreen go into my eyes. Guys, I wish I didn't cry every time I laughed. People always ask me about that. Every time I like look at my eyes, I don't know what it is about my eyes. My eyes water like crazy. Every time I laugh, my eyes water. I cry all the time. It's so frustrating. Anyway, drying my eyes out. It's not a good game, Monopoly, if someone isn't crying. So true. You didn't play it right if someone doesn't leave crying. That kind of happened to us last week with Catan, where we were playing with a bunch of friends, and one couple is like super competitive, and it was between me and them for the win. And the guy, my guy friend, won, and he knew that if he hadn't won that turn, like if he had paused his turn or something, you know, his girlfriend would have won. And she was so mad. She was like, you couldn't have let me win. Like, we're dating. Like, what the heck? It was so funny. I don't think I've ever played spoons. You totally should. It's fun. It's just a classic game. Like, bring it back. I actually try to propose that at game nights a lot, but people don't dig it. I don't know why. Maybe they don't want to get injured. It is one of those games where you have to have short nails. You know, you need to use plastic spoons. You can't use metal because they'll fly and they'll hurt people. Did you watch Kelsey's drop? I did. We broke a table down the middle, like a faulty table just bent in half. That's awesome. That's a good game of spoons right there. No, cups have different colors. You have to stack them in the right color order first and tack the bell. Oh, I could see that being crazy. I could see that being competitive. At least that doesn't seem as injury like possible as spoons does. If you're using like paper cups. We play crap on your neighbor. Wait, what? What is that, Jules? What is that? What are you knitting? Working on a tank top right now. What is Spoons? So Spoons is a game where you've got a group of people and it's a card game. So the objective of the game is to get 4 of the same kind of card. And in the middle, you've got a pile of spoons, and the amount of spoons in front of you are 1 less than the amount of people. So if you've got 5 people, you've got 4 spoons in front of you. And the objective of the game is basically you're going through a deck. You're passing basically the deck of cards one at a time through all of you around the circle with the objective of getting 4 of the same card. The second someone gets 4 of the same card, they grab a spoon, and that means they're like safe from the round. And the second anyone grabs a spoon, so if I grabbed a spoon, y'all could grab spoons. And the objective is to end the round with a spoon. Whoever does not have a spoon is out, and you go down like that. So you start with 5 people, then you with 4 spoons, then you go to 4 people with 3 spoons, 3 people with 2 spoons, until it's just 2 people, and then it ends. So it's hard because you are trying to watch the amount of cards in your hand, you're trying to watch the spoons, and you're trying to pass the cards, because some people have, like, you want to make sure there's a constant flow of cards, because if someone's a bottleneck, it makes the game much easier on everyone else, and usually that person ends up losing, because, so you have to be, like, super fast. I'll play with my fiance. You totally should. It's so, but if you're competitive, like, that game will start fights. Like, so warning you. My dad never let me win at anything. We played Monopoly. He always won. I'm okay with it. That was us with poker. We actually played poker a lot with my extended family. And my uncle always crushed us. He did not care that we were kids learning how to play this game. Like, we didn't know how to bluff. Like, we didn't know how to strategize. And he just destroyed us every time. No shame. Honestly, I'd probably do the same thing. I don't know if that was a good explanation. I need to ask my teacher if we could play spoons this week. It's been a while since my class. Ooh, you play that in school? That's so fun. I wouldn't expect them to allow that, but that's so fun. Just because I feel like again, I feel like people would get injured. Maybe if you played with gloves or something. Oh, wait, I'm not supposed to do that. I'm supposed to go like this. Also, guys, I started a new book. It's called City of Brass. Someone recommended it to me on a live like a few weeks ago. I don't remember who it is, so if it's you, I'm sorry, I don't remember. It's really good. It's a fantasy book that takes place in Cairo, and I don't really want to explain anything else because it'll spoil. Sorry, I just put that right in your face. I was like, oh, I should film a clip of this, and then I just put the camera right in your face. But it's quite good. I'm trying to figure out how to film this. The little plastic cups and multiple people push you so they'd finish first and punch and slap each other's hands. Oh. Sorry if you hear that. People are blasting down my street. But just kidding. I can see how that would be dangerous, and I could see how people would get injured doing that. I retract my statement. My dad also taught me to play, I don't know how to say that word, and 5-card draw with toothpicks for money. I love that. We would play with candy for money. That was like our go-to. Especially because we would see this family around Christmas time, and that's the valuable currency right there is candy. Oh, I just messed this stitch up. Wait, I take that back. I take that back. It was in a special needs class. Oh, I gotcha. But yeah, the City of Brass is kind of like a classic. I'm just a normal person in a normal world. Ooh, all of a sudden I'm in a fantasy story. It's not historical fantasy. It's just fantasy, I would say. It's a card game, but it's kind of hard to explain. Okay, gotcha. Drag Race. What about Drag Race? What time is it for you? 8. You guess how many tricks you'll get, and you try to get everyone else to miss their bets. Interesting. Have y'all ever played the game Cash? My family loved that game too. We're a big family, so we had to find big, like, games for big groups, like poker, spoons, cash, like all those. We used to play Speed. Ooh, I don't think I've ever played that. Less physical, more strategic. Oh, okay, the game. I was like, what were we talking about? Eight, it's 9/11 by me. Gotcha. Guys, the whole back is done? Oh, it sounds like a car drag race went past your house. Yeah, I live on a really long, straight street near a college campus. So the college kids, man, they blast down my street. It's so frustrating. It's so dangerous. I'm surprised no one's died. I'm not even going to lie. Like, people go so fast down my street. It's got multiple stop signs, too. People don't care. People do not care. What's your fave genre, and what is the most dangerous game of spoons? Fave genre of what? Sorry, of books or TV or movies, or what do you mean? We used to play War a lot. That sounds familiar to me. Wait, remind me what that is? I feel like... Book. Definitely I'm high fantasy sci-fi. Those are my favorites. So, like, Wheel of Time, Stormlight Archive, Greenbone Saga, The Expanse, things like that. Those are my faves. Most recently, I finished The Sword of Kaigen. I also I like historical fantasy too. Love War, Jennifer. That message is so funny. It's a game of who can discard all your cards before the other person, so it goes really fast. Oh, okay. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I have played that before. Love War. So funny. Civ War, my 5th grade class, has been a long time. I feel like I probably played it before. I don't know. I don't know. I'm supposed to be reading, but I'm watching your live. Ooh, what are you reading right now? My current reads are City of Brass, the one I'm listening to, and then Priory of the Orange Tree. Those are my current books. And that's probably my plan after this. I'm probably just going to read. I didn't get to read as much yesterday as I wanted. I did read today at the park, though, which was nice, but... Night all. Okay, good night. Tyrants at 14% good. Okay, yeah, have a good night, guys. You're reading City of Brass, too? Wait, I love that. I just started it today, really, while I was working on this. How far are you in? Right now... No, I'm going to wait till you say. You started today too? Wait, how far and what's going on? I don't know. I don't know how to ask you where you're at without possibly spoiling or receiving spoilers. I think I'm 20% in. I think I'm in chapter 4. I'm crocheting a no-sew guinea pig. Chapter 2. Okay, I won't say anything. Oh my gosh, I love that. What do you think of it so far? I'm crocheting a no-sew guinea pig in the colors white and grayish blue. Love that. You have a handful of cards. You discard your hand. You have to discard your hand at the same time, all face down to the last one while chanting 1, 2, 3, I declare war. I love it. I think I have played that before. I mean, probably. Any, like, card game, yeah. I think it's so good. I know. I was just talking the other day about how... It's funny because people kept recommending this to me, but I thought it was like a Sarah J. Maas book, which nothing against her, but it's just usually not my vibe. It's not my thing. But then someone was like, no, that's not, like, this is by a different author. You should look it up. So I said, okay, and I looked it up, and I was like, oh my gosh, the premise sounds great, because I feel like I'm always trying to find fantasies that aren't about white people. Like, so many fantasy books are Eurocentric, like, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, this takes place in Cairo, like, that's so cool. So I've been loving it. I've been just trying to find more diverse premises in books with people from different cultures and stuff like that. So I love it. I'm back. Okay, bye. Sorry. Welcome back, Isabel, is what I meant to say. What are you doing tomorrow? Church, groceries, cleaning. I would give 10 free memberships, but I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, you don't need to apologize. No worries. I really appreciate my members, but I totally understand and why someone would not choose to become a member, whether they don't want to or can't, because I've been there, and so I get it. So that's also why I try to keep my memberships like a little bit lower, because I think it's a little more affordable. and all that stuff. There's a hair in my mouth. How are you doing on the top? Laura, I'm so close. All I have to do is the I-cord on this side, and then I'm done. And then I'm freaking done. So we're getting there, which is great because it means I'm going to have videos coming out because I've got a members vlog that I'm working on this week, just a vlog of what I'm doing this week, and then I've got a video about my progress making this top, which I've been slowly editing, so that'll be good. I'm also working on a video of, which I feel like will be beneficial. If I was a beginner, I'd want to see it, like everything you can do with a circle. So I've been brainstorming, oh gosh, my cord. I've been brainstorming all the things you can make with just a simple circle. A coaster, a placemat, a basket, a bag, you know, things like that. So that I could make a little video just for people, you know. If all you could do is make a circle, you could do a lot of things with that. I don't share where I live. I do not. Also, guys, if anyone isn't a member but has been thinking of wanting to join, we actually are planning a movie night. Oh, I've got a Discord, a members Discord. So for people who become members, there's a Discord for us to chat about projects and stuff like that. But we also are planning a movie night this Thursday. We're going to be watching Twilight. So, yeah, thanks, Brenda. That's the link to join. If anyone wants to become a member, we do movie nights and we chat about like projects. We ask for help. We share yarn hauls, all that good stuff. Hi, Krissa. Sorry I missed a bit of the live. My phone keeps acting up. Oh, no worries at all. I hope your phone's okay. I feel like phones are so expensive and they're just never perfect. You know, their phones I feel like are so unreliable, especially with, you know, companies purposefully making like older models function worse and like not function with latest iOS stuff. Like that makes me so mad. Ugh. Anyway, not to get on a rant. Hey, Amy, and hi, Mr. Amy. Hope y'all are having a good weekend. I'm getting a new phone soon. Good, that'll be great. Hoping to become a member soon. Thanks, Brenda. I appreciate that. But again, yeah, I don't want to pressure anyone, but when I do talk about members, I try to talk about like the Discord or the movie nights and stuff we do because I appreciate that people want to spend their hard-earned money on me. So I'm trying to make it worth it. So that's why I talk about like the benefits. It keeps freezing on me, driving me crazy. Ugh, stuff like that is so annoying. What's for dinner? Tonight for dinner I had a ham steak, and potatoes and mac and cheese. Those car noises are crazy. You have no idea. I, unfortunately, in the house on the corner, so I'm on the street, and I think that was a motorcycle, actually. People just blast down this road. It's crazy. Mr. Amy says, hi, everyone. Recently started knitting. I want to knit a sweater, but I have no clue where to start. There are so many good beginner sweater tutorials on YouTube. I would look on anywhere on YouTube. I don't know what kind of sweater you'd like to make, but I've got a good raglan tutorial for you. I'll put in the comments. It's from my friend Aspen, and it's a top-down raglan. And it's a really good video. Literally all my raglans I use this tutorial for. All of them. And, oh, I'm doing the wrong channel. Every time I make a raglan, I reference this tutorial. It's so good. So I'll put this in the chat. This is good for a raglan, but they're also good, like, if you want to make it a different construction. I don't know if you have opinions on that, but that's what I would do. The reason the phone manufacturers don't keep updating the older models. Yep, they want you to upgrade every year. That's exactly what I was saying. Like, it's just so, and it's just, I don't know. There are so many, I don't know. So many things in this world purposely set up to punish people that have lower incomes, and it's just so terrible. I hate stuff like that. Useless stuff just for greed. I hate it. Hate it. People get new phones enough anyway. We don't have to force people to get new phones. Crocheter here trying to make a hexagon cardigan. Ooh, that's exciting. What colors are you using? Have any of y'all tried that like new hexagon pattern where it's one piece? Have y'all liked it? I had one phone for 13 years. I love that. I'll be crocheting. I'm surprised it functioned that long. I'm surprised and impressed. But I also don't know, like, is that just an Apple thing that makes the old models not function, or are other companies just as bad? I'll be crocheting 3 more blankets after I finish my teacher's blanket, but one is for a baby. I love baby blankets, honestly, because they give you the serotonin of finishing a blanket, but they're tiny and they're cute. And baby yarn's always just nice. It's always soft. Thank you. I literally need a pattern. Yes, that's towards perfect. I love it. Yeah, YouTube if you don't want a raglan construction. I feel like raglans seem daunting, but you don't have to sew. Like that's like such a big bonus. But they won't be as like fitted. Yeah, Amy, I had this phone for 3 years. I can't anymore. I had to get a new one. I totally get that. Those font greens and stuff. Okay, wait. Let me reread. 4 screens, a yarn bee yarn. Love it. Hey, Dan. How's your weekend going? I love a green. I love a nice mossy forest emerald green. Any of those. Love them. I want to crochet, but my arm hurts from doing so much yarn work today. Oh no. That's kind of why I feel like knitting, because I feel like it works different muscles. Like if I'm getting sore from, I know you're not sore from crochet, but if I'm getting sore from crochet, I can knit and it'll be okay. Yeah. I feel like that's handy. They just are so different. All the cell phones are that way. Oh, it makes me so mad. I love blankets. I made my first one this summer. Oh, see, I wish I could be you, Gia. I'm the exact opposite way where I cannot do blankets. They take so long. They hurt. They make me. I get so frustrated. So I admire anyone that makes blankets on a even semi-regular basis. Semi-regular or regular basis. It's impressive to me. The octagon top. Sorry, what about, are you making an octagon top, Laura? Doing good, thanks. Glad to hear that. I'm panicked making crochet plushies for my last vendor event before I have my baby. Currently making oh right, you're making the guinea pig. Oh my gosh, I hope you got this. Tiny things, tiny things. I think it'd be so fun to crochet magnets. I think that'd be fun. I see people do that. They just crochet and I guess like hot glue a magnet on the back. My event is Monday. Oh my gosh. Okay, you got this. Like, how do you have a goal of how many more you want to do, or is it just literally as much as you can get done? I'd be whipping out those scrunchies and the bandanas and like, I don't know, little tchotchke baskets. Baby girl number 2. Oh, that's so exciting. Where's my... I want to learn how to do color work and crochet, but I don't know how. Abby, I have a video about this. I can freaking show you. I've got a video all about color work. I think you're right-handed, right? Let's see. Move this out of the way. If anyone else has wanted to try color work, I've got a video about how to do it, how to write patterns for it. There's the right-handed one. Here's the left-handed one. Hi, Easton. Oh, you're left-handed, Abby. I didn't know that. Okay, great. Well, perfect. Then use the second link. That's for you. It's all about color work. How to read graphs, how to do color changes, how to carry your yarn, how to make your own graphs, how to read patterns, all that. Used to cell phone would last 3 to 4 years, then it was 2 to 3. Now it's after years they start going to crap. Yup. I mean, I was proud of my last one was, I don't know, 4 or something. I was proud of myself. I was like, oh my gosh, it's still functioning. Except for it was at that point where, and then the old phones, they make the new software updates take up so much space, you run out of space. Like this current phone that I got, I had to get because my last phone had no storage left in it. Like I couldn't take pictures, I couldn't do anything. And it made this hard because I was like, that's why I got my camera, because I was like, I physically can't put anything on my phone anymore. My phone had like 60 gigs of storage, I think. And it's just not enough for music and photos and audiobooks, you know what I mean? And messages. And every new software update would take up so much space. And my phone was basically just software updates. It was just software. It was so annoying. So when I got this phone, I got like the mega, like this one's like 120, or maybe it's 300. I don't know. It's a huge amount of storage. I love my lefties. Guys, love the lefties crocheters. I'm a lefty. If any of y'all are lefties and you want like tutorials or patterns or anything, I'm a lefty, guys. You're in the right place. Does seem like fun, but also a hazard to sell magnets. Oh, that's true. That's a good point. I want to make at least 6 more plushies. They sell the best in my area, but I have a variety of items. That'll be great. Okay, I hope it's going well. You asked if we have done the all-in-one sweater. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, okay, gotcha. I just made a huge original granny square for the blanket, since it's just double out looking, just watching TV. That is the benefit of blankets. That's why I like sweaters, because I feel like that's just the right amount of like muscle memory. I'm just zoning out and I'm doing it while I'm reading without being too much. Blankets are a little too much time like that. I feel like sweaters are the perfect amount. You zone out doing the body, and then you kind of like recenter yourself to do the sleeves, and then you zone out doing the sleeves, and then you assemble it. $64, yeah, that is small. Yeah. My partner was like, you just need a new phone. I was like, okay. We got a pretty good plan because we did it during Christmas when they were doing the sales and stuff like that. And I actually joined my partner's like family plan, which was really nice of them to let me do that. So we actually got a pretty good deal, which is good. They go 64, 128, 512, then you get into terabytes. Yeah, I'm either 128 or 512 then. Hi, Michaela. That's why I've been making videos every time I try to lose sound halfway through. It's so frustrating. And it's especially, I don't know, they do it on purpose. They know you can't live today without a phone, and they make it so that they break, so that you have to buy new ones, new super expensive ones, and so then you have to go on a payment plan, and so then you can't, you know what I mean? And it's just so terrible. Terrible. Guys, I wanted to stay here till I'm finishing this, but I'm losing steam. I'm losing steam. I've only got like a quarter left, just this. That's why when I buy a new phone, I always buy the biggest SD card I can afford, so I download things into it. That makes sense. That makes sense. Got my iPhone 14 for Christmas. I need to get an upgrade from my 12 for a while, about 2 Christmases ago. I gotcha. What are they at now? I don't even know like what number they're at. Why do I feel like they're at 20? This phone is 64. The one I just ordered to 128. Yep, I'm with you. I was there. I can't stay stuck on just single crochet. I wish I could make full sweaters, though. It sounds so much fun. See, that's why I like doing like, I don't do my sweaters out of like single crochet, and I feel like that's what's helpful. Is that like this one's just, you know, knit stitches, but it's color work. That's why I like color work, because you've got a mix of doing this, you know, you might be doing the same stitch, but you're switching colors, or, you know, that's why I like color work. 'Cause I feel like it's a good in-between. Because then you don't have to pay attention. You have to pay attention to the graph, but maybe it's not all over, or maybe it's simple, maybe it's checkers. You know what I mean? You don't really need to pay attention. Versus if you're doing like a super intricate stitch. It sucks. It totally sucks. I'm knitting too. Ooh, Michaela, what are you working on? Thanks, guys. iPhone 16. Okay, gotcha. I don't know. It just makes you. I will say this phone is the 15 because I just got it or whatever. Or maybe it's the 14. I don't know, whatever. It's a recent one. And I appreciate, if any of y'all have car sickness, the new phones have a new, I wouldn't even call it an application, new functionality to where you can turn on like car sickness mode, and it puts these dots on the screen that move when the car moves, and it prevents you from getting car sick. And it has saved me. Like on road trips and stuff like that, if I looked at my phone to send a text, I'm car sick. Like I get really car sick really easily. And now I can play Pokemon Go in the car while my partner drives us around. Like that was how he realized. He was like, huh, you've been playing Pokemon Go a lot. I guess that actually works, huh? Like the car sickness thing. And I said, yeah, I guess so. So that's something that, if you get car sick, that's something that's nice about the newer phones. I don't think that's rolled out to the older models yet, though. New iPhones come out in September. They will be 17, I guess. Gotcha. But isn't sewing in the ends a pain in the butt with knitting? I don't know, because I crochet. See, this one actually... Do you mean like the way the knit stitches work? Like, or do you mean you think there are a lot of ends to be sewn in? This one didn't have that many because this pattern designer was really smart, and you could just carry the yarn through. So like, as you can see, my seam is not very straight, but I just carried the yarn. So I don't have that many seams actually until you get to the sleeves, because that's when you're like cutting the yarn and stuff like that. But yeah, so the ends are like near the armpit where I'm like splitting the yarn, but for the most part, this whole section doesn't have any ends, only up until up here. And I actually prefer the way weaving in ends works for knitting, because I feel like it's much more like a clear instructions of this is how you do it, compared to crochet where it's kind of like, do whatever you want. Knit crochet dress. Ooh, I'm excited. That's awesome, Michaela. I've only made one dress before and it was terrible. So I hope yours goes well. Starting to freeze again, so I'm going to go. Okay, have a good night, Mary Jo. Sorry about your phone. I heard that the 15 gets overheated when it's used too much. Oh, it gets hot. I'll say that. Like, my phone right now is rather warm. But then again, I'm live streaming. It's been charging this whole time, so I don't think I've noticed it any more than older phones, because... But I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know. I like Apple better than Android because Apple... strict about what apps you can have, and Google allows any app that can cause issue with the phones. Interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, that's good to know, because that's interesting, because I feel like people shit on Apple all the time, so that's good to know they have some good things. Wow, that's not half bad. I know, right? It's not bad at all. Good night, y'all. It's late. Okay, yeah, good night. Yeah, I don't blame anyone for going to bed right now. I'm trying to push through, and even I think it's late. But I know most of the world, it's late. I made it. Hey, Tina. Okay. Guys, I'm going to try to keep going until I finish. We're getting so close. I had to restart the knit part because it was too big. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Oh, wait, you're doing both knit and crochet? What is that like? Are there like specific, like, are you doing like knit sleeves with a crochet body, or is it like a knit base with crochet, you know, like decorative stitches, or like how are you doing that? It's very interesting. I feel like people should mix knit and crochet more. I feel like they don't. And I feel like it's cool whenever it's done. I'm focusing, I'm focusing. Only every Android, wait, only ever had Android and no issue with apps or phones. I always had Motorola until my current, which is Samsung. Ooh, okay, okay. It's always interesting to hear people's perspectives, because I was talking to my partner about it, and he used to be Android, and he didn't like it because he said people would like leave him out of group messages and stuff if they had iPhones because they didn't want it to be green, which I think is absolutely psychotic. I think if Apple wasn't deliberately like ruining photos, videos, etc. from Androids, I don't know. The fact that they do that is crazy to me. I feel like I would switch to Android if not for that. Plus, now that I don't have like any other Apple ecosystem, I feel like the most significant part of Apple is their ecosystem. And the fact that I don't really have that anymore because I don't have an Apple Watch and I don't have a Mac, I feel like I'm way less attached to Apple now. I'm like, who cares? Then again, I feel like I wouldn't be the best audience for like Android phones because I know there's so many. I don't know. I feel like Apple is like, I don't, there's so much more functionality and customization possible with Android phones that I feel like I'm not the right audience. You know what I mean? There's so many things you can do with it, and I would just take it out of the box and be like, okay. Which is why I feel like I'm better for the Apple phones, because I feel like, no offense, I'm an Apple user too. I feel like Apple is like the stupid people phone. I don't know. It's just like, it's just a phone. And I feel like other phones have so many more crazy things you can do. But anyway. Anyway. I made the top like bra cups and then a band to go around it and knitting the skirt. Oh, I love that idea. My family's all Apple phones. I got you. I feel like that's a thing. I mean, you're either like an Apple family or you're an Android family. Most people don't, but since I worked in tech support, I deal with a lot of that. iPhones are easier for older people to have. Yep, yep. That's why I feel like iPhones are very just, even though they're sometimes not, the more user friendly. Like they're simpler. They're simpler, you know, which can be great. We're getting close. I keep saying that, but we're getting close. I feel like the thing that made Apple kind of get more into like the fun customization space was when they introduced like widgets and stuff like that. Do y'all remember when those first came out and people were like customize, like, this is my entire pink phone and I made like a custom um like widget face for every single app. So all of my apps are now pink, you know, things like that. I'm like, that was crazy. Most older folks have iPads, so it's easy to put them on iPhones. That makes sense. Hi, Easton. How's it going? As I'm feeling it, I'm starting to get tired. Starting to get tired. You can do it. Thank you. Like, I can see the end. The end is in sight. I'm here. You got this, go, Brooke. I'm playing y'all's support in my head like a coach yelling at me. My stomach's growling. I might not have eaten enough for dinner. Or maybe I'm just up late, even though it's 8:30. Y'all. Like, this is how much we have to do. I mean, so close. This is the fastest part when you're working along the neckline, I feel like. This is good, though, because I haven't been going live as much, and my lives have been a little shorter, so this is like a good, longer live, I feel like. Thanks, everyone! My very first phone was with the button. I don't remember what kind of iPhone it was because I was in middle school when I got it. My first phone, my first iPhone, because I was there before like, my first phone was not, I was there before iPhones. My first phone was like a slide, like a slide phone. My first iPhone, I think, was the iPhone 3. And I felt like, that was cool. That was cool. But what I do miss is my iPod. My iPod, when I got like the teal iPod Nano, I was like, I'm fucking cool as shit. I was like, this is so cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the iPhone 3. It was funny actually because my dad was very attached to his BlackBerry, so I had that for a while. But so he was very attached to his BlackBerry, but his work wanted him to get a phone for work, and they wouldn't let it be a BlackBerry. They're like, you have to use an iPhone. And so for a while he had two phones because he was too stubborn to get rid of his BlackBerry and just take the work phone. So he had a personal phone and a work phone. He hated it. He was like, okay, and then he gave in. And he got the iPhone, and then he just had one phone because I guess I don't know what was it about. They were very different phones, and he had to use it for work. First smartphone was a BlackBerry. Love it. I loved it. When he got his iPhone, he gave me the BlackBerry, and I was like, yes. I was like, this is great. I can still see. I remember though when, like, my first phone, I think I got in like 7th grade or something, because it was like we need to call you, like, I'm walking to school kind of situation, like safety situation. And I remember the phones that all the cool kids had. So I had a vertical slide phone, and it was red. And all the cool girls had a horizontal slide phone that was white and green. And I don't remember like what the companies were or anything, but I just remember looking at them and being like, of course I've got a vertical slide. Well, everyone else has a horizontal slide. Like, what the dumbest thing? Like, I'm so lucky to have a phone, But all the cool girls, they had that green and white, that horizontal slide phone. I don't even know what it was. I can see them in my mind. I wonder if I could look them up. Used to have a Matrix cell phone. I had a Motorola back when they were top phones. Love it. I'm going to see if I can look it up real quick. Me being like, I'm tired, and now I'm just going to put my project down. Samsung and IG. I think it might have been an LG's... So funny. I think it was the LG. I think that's it. And I think I had... Oh my gosh, this is taking me back. That was my phone, y'all. This was my phone. This is crazy. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all. Like, this was my phone. That's crazy. Okay, so this was the phone that I had. See, red. Vertical slide. And then this is the phone that all the cool people had. This was the cool girl phone. The horizontal. Man. It's crazy. Crazy. When you said LG, I was like, oh my gosh, that's totally what it was. It was LG. It was green and white. Dang. So funny. I had a baby Nokia and the Razor. I love it. And then it was, y'all remember when, was it like Samsung or who came out with the flip phones recently? That was crazy. And then everyone was like, oh my gosh, this takes me back. Flip phones. I always think about it when, you always see people do videos that are like, this is your age test, like to see how, what is in my hair? Fuzz. Like, you see videos of people being like, oh, it's so clear who's the millennial and who's the, Gen Z by what they do, and they're given these prompts, and it's like when you say pick up a phone and the millennials go like this and the Gen Zs go like this. It's crazy. There's something going on outside. There's some big noise. My favorite phones were my BlackBerry and my Sidekick. Yes, I had multiple Sidekicks. I love the custom cases too. I love that. Shanta. Phones were just simpler back in the day. I remember loving my iPod and had like, 10 songs on it or whatever. I am is it Plain White Tees? Like there's a couple songs that I think of when I think of the iPod that I had. It's so interesting being on like the cusp of like I feel like my generation borders the we've always been there with technology. Like I'm a late 90s kid. Like I'm 98. So I feel like my generation kind of borders the I've always grown up with technology, but also I've watched technology develop my entire life. Like big difference from your one family phone and your one family computer to now where I don't know, it's just interesting. And like seeing like kids games, like kids computer games, what they were when I was a kid versus what they are now, and going from your big box TVs to your flat screens, it's interesting. Versus kids just a little bit younger than me, who have always, like I feel like iPhone I feel like that in my mind is the cusp of like technological innovation. Like that in my mind is when things started changing. Besides like the internet, things like that. So it's interesting, just kids a few years younger than me grew up with such different technology. My first cell phone was a bag phone. I'm so sorry, Brenda. I don't know what that is. Is that showing my age? Oh, a bag phone. Okay, yeah. Actually, I was at the airport the other day, and on my plane there were a couple Mennonite passengers, and they had bag phones. I was like, that's rocking. I like that. I wish car phones were a thing. I would love that. Kids will never understand the struggle of needing an iPod and a cell phone to track around. Literally. Finally starting to learn how to purl easier than when I first started. Purling sucks, Michaela. It sucks. So I feel you. I love those videos. Also love how to ask Gen Z if they can drive a standard shift car. What do you mean? How do we start talking about phones? I don't know. Wait, let's go back. I love when people ask that, that are like, how did we get here? How did we start talking about that? Oh, we were talking about Mary Jo's phone. We were talking about how her phone's terrible. And then we started talking about Apple versus Android, and anyway, that's how we got here. Yeah, someone's phone was freezing up. Oregon Trail. I'm telling my age, I didn't have a phone. We had pagers. I love it. Satisfaction of slamming a phone down. Oh my gosh. The satisfaction of flipping your phone shut or slamming your phone down. Honestly, bring back home phones. Why don't we have home phones anymore? I remember like when I moved out of my family's house and my dad was like, I think you need to have like a home phone, because then if you call the police, they'll know where you are. And I was like, oh, I didn't even think about that. Bring back home phones. Bring back iPods. Honestly, it would be so nice just to listen to music without the temptation of everything else in your phone. I didn't think they would still work. Mine was analog and would work today. Yeah, I didn't know that either. And I was like, oh my gosh. I didn't know bag phones were still a thing. That look on your face. I remember car phones. Oh gosh. I wish. I feel like car phones are so cool. Luckily, I'm knitting in the round. That's the way to do it. It's so funny. My friend Jada, I feel like I've told you this before. My friend Jada was like, I vow to never purl again. Like, I will only be knitting in the round from now on. Sticks off, manual shift with clutch, 3 pedals. Oh, yeah. No. Oh, stick shift, you mean. Okay. Yeah, no, never done stick shift before. Bring back landline phones. I totally agree. Whenever I think of landline phones, I think of, okay, this is going on a tangent. But whenever I think of landline phones, I think of Iron Giant, the movie, because I used to watch it as a kid, and there's this one. First off, I watched it on a plane recently. Why is Iron Giant on the plane, like on a list of movies for United? I don't know, but but I watched it, and there's a scene where the kid's eating and he's talking on the phone with his mom, and he's like twirling the phone cord in his hand. And I remember trying to recreate that as a kid all the time, to be like a cool kid on the phone and twirling the cord. I don't know. Used to have a home phone at my old house before I moved. I love landlines, man. Along with the phone and iPod, you had to carry digital camera. True. I can't drive manual. Sorry, not sorry. My fiance's truck is a manual. I just can't. Yeah. I don't think I would be very good at it. I have a landline phone. I love that, Laura. I think, honestly, when I get a house, I'll get one. I feel like it just makes sense. Also, yeah, the other day I was watching New Girl, and I watched that episode where they got a landline phone. It's so funny. Like, how does it work? True, they can track yourself. I remember first talking about this when when I guess that wasn't a thing where they could easily track your cell phone. And so that was like we're now in this in-between space where people don't want landline home phones anymore. They want cell phones, but it's not as safe. But now that's true. They can just track your cell phone. Hi, Alicia. OMG, MySpace. See, I was too young for MySpace. Which I feel like I was right on the cusp, because I feel like my older sister might have had MySpace page. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Tumblr, that was the thing for me. That was my generation's MySpace, which I don't know if it's still a big thing anymore, Tumblr. That was like the thing. Oh, I keep splitting the stitch. I mean, I split that stitch like 3 times before I got it. Not trying to break the age rule, but I'm a 91 baby, so it was all the rage when I was in junior high school. I think I still have a MySpace. I love it. Oh, like, it's still, like, up? You can still, like, could you still, like, make a MySpace page? If that's a thing, I would totally do it. So I'm pulling out the camera. Guys, I'm so close. I don't know how many more stitches, but I'm close. Only a couple inches left. Only the strap, basically. Half the strap, I would say. I remember dial-up taking an hour. It's so, I don't know, it's so interesting how fast technology really boomed. Imagine if Facebook brought in the top 6 friends you could choose, like, on MySpace. That teenage drama would happen. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would be insane. That would be crazy. And I wish, I don't know, I feel like, I don't know about y'all, but, I mean, everyone makes stupid decisions when they are growing up, when they're growing up with the internet. But I wish I, did all the stupid shit people do on Facebook where they're just posting embarrassing pictures, doing all that stuff. And I wish and then I went through, a phase where I got to high school and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing. Everyone's going to hate me. And I deleted it all. And I wish I didn't. Like, I deleted so many, like, keepsakes from my Facebook, like old pictures and funny posts and, stuff like that. And I remember going back in college and trying to find stuff and it not being there. And I was like, dang, that stinks. Things you don't think about when you're 16 and you're insecure is what your 20-something self will want. Just keep swimming, you're right. Just keep swimming. Are you excited about your trip to see Kels? Yes! Oh yeah, did she tell everyone? I'm so excited. It'll be so fun. I already bought my ticket. We need to rent the car, but I'm not renting the car. It'll be great. I'm trying to decide if I have enough PTO to take off while I'm there. I'm really excited. I think it'll be great because unfortunately the whole group isn't going. Like if y'all have been following the crochet trips that have been happening the past few years, the whole group isn't going, which is very unfortunate. But so that's why we're going to Kelsey's house, because we're like, why are we, why would we rent an Airbnb? Like, why don't we just go to someone's house? And so I think it'll just be chill. We don't have to think about checking in and checking out of an Airbnb and is it going to be nice and all that stuff. It'll just be nice hanging out with friends. So I'm really excited. I'm excited to see her place. I'm excited to talk to Caesar about books. I'm excited to meet Neji and Terry, and I'm excited to see the homies again. It's been, I don't, if y'all watched the last crochet trip, I didn't make it. I couldn't make it. So I haven't seen everyone in a long time. So I'm really excited. The space bar is so raggedy. I need to replace the keyboard, but too lazy to clean my desk. I got a new keyboard and I really like it. It's so cute. It's like, doesn't this make you think of a coffee shop? But I like this mode, this RGB mode. Pretty. Anyway, but what am I gonna say? It's really loud. It's really loud. I have to mute myself when I type at work. So I kind of want to replace, but I was like, oh, I'm going to replace the keycaps. But I don't think it's the keycaps that are loud. I think it's what's underneath the buttons themselves. I kind of need to replace them, but I just don't, it seems like a lot of work. But yeah, I have to mute myself when I type at work because it's, y'all know, it's loud. Oh, you have the new keyboard and mouse. You just need to replace it. Honestly, my messy desk, like a messy desk makes me so stressed. I feel like it's so key to my mental game at work. I tried explaining dial-up to my fiance's niece. She looked so confused, couldn't grasp the concept of an actual wire in the wall to get internet. It's so interesting. I did all the stupid teenage stuff before the internet. See, there you go. Yeah, Kelsey said you were visiting guests. Oh, she talked about it in the live. Awesome. Yeah, I'm so excited to see her new home. It'll be so good. She gave us a tour, last night on Discord. And it was so cute. Ada was like, why are you asking her to show us this, Brooke? We're about to go see it. And I was like, I don't know, okay? I'm just excited. How many of you guys are going? Just a couple of us. So it's just going to be me, Kelsey, Aiden, and Max. Everyone else is busy and or can't go. So just a couple this year, which is really unfortunate because I was really hoping to see everyone. But, that's how the cookie crumbles. And I wouldn't be surprised if we do basically our group has a planned consistent trip every year, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's like this year's a small trip, this year's a big trip, because that's a lot of commitment for every year for 12 of us or however many of us there are, not really, 8, 7, to get together. So I wouldn't be surprised if it alternates between a small year and a big year. Just because it's hard to commit. It just is unfortunate that the year I couldn't go was the year everyone got to go. And now that I can go, not many people can go. Which is unfortunate, but that's okay. It just means I have to visit everyone individually. Mechanical keyboard, those are better but louder. Yeah. I need to get a new one. Suish, the Bluetooth connection starting to go in and out randomly. Super annoying. That is so annoying. Imagine having a typewriter. They're loud, but the ding at the end of the sentence is so satisfying. I would love to have a typewriter. I want this mechanical keyboard because they type fast, but the one I want is keyboards are so expensive. This, Chantal, if you're curious, this was, I think, 75 or 80 bucks. So if you want the rec for this, I can send it to you. I got it on Amazon. I really like it. It's got your number pad. It's got multiple Bluetooth connections. It's wired as well, so it can be wired. It's got, all your different fun RGB stuff. And I've really liked it. The only thing is that it's loud. And I'm an aggressive typer, so if you're not typing aggressively, it might be okay. But I have to mute myself when I type. I love typewriters, but wanting to buy an actual refurbished one that works when I get into a house and have an office space. I love that. I miss party lines. Party lines. What do you mean? Sorry, Dima? I prefer mechanical and wired, less parts to break down. I get that. I am doing wire. This one's, I'm about to plug it in because it's about to die. I like this one because it's both. wired and wireless, which I appreciate because I can't have it wired because I've got this like speaker / microphone thing that I use for work. And so I've got that and a mouse. And so I can't have all that plugged in at the same time. It gives me anxiety. So basically I charge my keyboard and mouse every night and unplug them when I start work. And then I use Bluetooth. I like it. The knitting dozen. Sorry, what, Demo? Sorry? Are you going to make a video of the trip? Probably. Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm trying to propose that we do like kind of like a group vlog where we all record our own footage. Well, actually, where we all record our own footage and we put it in like a bulk thing and we see what everyone makes out of it. I think that will be fun. But also that doesn't work as well when you don't have as many people. Because, I mean, Kelsey and I will definitely vlog. Aiden's not going to vlog. And Max probably will. Too bad Zaddy isn't coming. I know, I'm bummed Zach can't come, but I also don't blame him with the state of the U.S. right now. When we were calling last night, we were like, we don't blame you at all. We would not want to come here if we didn't live here. And it was like, yeah, I was telling people I was considering it. And they were like, you're thinking about going to the U.S.? And he was like, I know. So yeah, not surprised he isn't coming, but bummed nonetheless. Typewriters definitely change the way you type as well. Ooh, interesting. I didn't even think about that. But that makes sense. That makes sense. Guys, we're so close. I miss my typewriter. That's what I learned to type on in high school. We don't have keyboards or computers. The mechanical keyboard I want has silent key things. Oh, gotcha. It's cool. Ooh, clear keys. That is cool. I would love, I think my sister might have one, a typewriter. I don't really know. I think they're cool. The party lines were when you call and connect. Oh, up to 6 numbers at one call. I love that. The senior prank one year was they put cap gun rolls under the ribbon. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't think my class did a senior prank. I don't know. I wasn't very popular, so if there was one, I probably wouldn't have been included. Not quite sure. Guys, we're so close. I'm thinking about the chocolate I'm going to have after this, and I'm thinking about sitting in bed with my book. I'm also thinking about a shower, because I was outside literally for like 3.5 hours today, so I could use one. Just saying. This part doesn't look nice. Maybe it'll relax. Shoot, this part doesn't look nice. Hey, Sway. My mom and dad actually learned to type on the typewriter when they were in high school. I love it. I wasn't in high school years, major nerd in college. During my junior, senior years, I love that. That's smart people things, Chantel. That's smart people things. This part doesn't look very nice. And I can't tell if it's gonna. I'm gonna keep going, and we'll see if it loosens and looks a little nicer as we go. But it doesn't quite look nice right now. But that's okay because it's the end. So if it doesn't look nice tomorrow, then I'll just redo it. I don't know why it doesn't look nice. Something in this that just doesn't. I think it might relax. That's the thing is the iPod, when you first do it, I feel like it's so taut and it does just need a couple days, especially the way I do it. I feel like my tension's pretty tight. So I feel like it does just need a little bit of time to relax. I'm so excited about finally finishing this. Holy shite. Holy shite. Ooh, chocolate fudge ice cream sounds so good. Reminds me of the clear phones for landlines in the 80s. Those are the phones all the cool girls had. Oh my gosh, yes. I mean, I wasn't there, but I feel like I've seen that before. What are you reading? I probably missed that part. Ooh, I'm listening to a book called City of Brass, which is a fantasy book. Um, it's kind of one of those, oh, life is very normal. All of a sudden, I'm thrust into the fantasy world about a girl in Cairo. I actually don't know what time, like year it takes place in, actually, now that I'm saying this. um, and then I'm reading Priory of the Orange Tree, which I don't really know if I can describe right now because I'm kind of fresh into it. But big bad dragon want to kill humans, and humans trying to fight back. Doing college during high school made me realize that things we were worried about during high school didn't matter. So true, so true. Blocking, yeah, I might, yeah, I will need to block this. That's a good point. I have to. My seam is not very nice. I'm not good at like seaming color work, knit color work. It's just not one of my strengths, but that's okay. Will this look handmade? Yes. Am I still gonna love it? Yes. Party lines I remember were two families on the same line with their own numbers, so I could pick up the phone at my house and listen in on the other family phone. Oh, I used to do that. Also, I feel like houses used to have intercom systems and now they don't. What's up with that? I feel like intercom systems would be so helpful. My grandma's house did. I lived in an older house in college. It did. Once had a landline party call with 25 other teens because we would all call 5 people each. Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. Have you seen the movie He-Man? I have not. When you go to Kelsey's house, you will lose an hour of the day. Yes. Yes, yes. I'm excited. I also just like visiting people. Just, I want to see I want to see where you go to the grocery store. I want to see where you take your walks. I want to see what gym you go to. Like, that's what I like that about visiting people. Like, I just want to see your life. Don't meddle in the affairs of dragon, for you are crunchy and taste good with ketchup. Exactly. That's literally what's going on in the book right now. And it's interesting because Priory of the Orange Tree, so big bad dragon want to kill humans. Half the humans kind of worship dragons and the other half hate them. So, but big bad dragon is waking up and sending his henchmen to kill people. So, are we going to band together to save humanity? We will see. We will see. It's interesting because I'm into such high fantasy, but not many of my fantasy books that I've read had dragons in them, which is so funny because I feel like dragons are the token fantasy monster. But like, no, not really. But I did read the Aragon series, like reread it, like no, actually I read it for the first time, I think. I think I read the first book but never finished it when I was a kid. But I read the whole series for the first time like a year or two ago. So that was fun. The 80s He-Man movie was a great superhero movie back then. Ooh, okay, I'll look it up. Intercoms. I used the cell phone to call my husband at the other end of the house. Fair. No need for intercoms. Oh, but they're so fun. I'd love to be a mom and be like, kids, the dinner is ready. What if people don't have their phones? Everyone has their phone. They made an ad for Money Supermarket where He-Man and Skeletor did the final dance from Dirty Dancing. It's hilarious. I text my son when supper's done. Fair. Guys, we've got like 4 stitches left. I'm not even kidding. Not even kidding. We've been here for 130 minutes. Woo! Three more stitches. Wait, one more stitch. I was miscounting. Oh. Oh no. Me on the last stitch, and I'm dropping my stitch here. Oh my gosh. It's so small. It's so hard to fix a drop stitch when you've got like 2 stitches on your needles. This is how you know I need to go to bed. Be done for the day. 1, 2, 3. Knit together the back loop. Yay, guys. Oh fuck, these are kind of far apart. Are these gonna work? Shoot, they're too far apart. I've got to do one more. Got to do one more. I got to pick up a stitch. They're too far apart, y'all. Let me do one more. So funny. Okay. Okay, now that's close enough, I think. Okay, great. Guys, we've freaking done it. Dragon Riders of Pern book series. Ooh, okay, I'll look that up. Dragon Riders of Pern. Oh my gosh, both Tina and Dima asking about Pern. Skeletor was a baby, will never not be funny. My family used to text each other when dinner was done when my brother and I were teens. Everyone had different work schedules, so it just made it easier. That's fair. Easier than yelling or hunting them down. My mom was a fan of yelling, but she was you're coming right now for dinner. Like, I don't care if you miss my message. Like, you are getting up right now and you're coming down for dinner. She was like, if you text, like, who knows when they'll come. Family didn't like yelling. We would argue or laugh loud, but never yelling to get attention. Okay, guys. Look, it's done. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So I think this is the back. And I believe that this is the front. I think it's like this, lower in the front. That makes more sense. Wow. I feel like my back looks better than my front. So that's unfortunate. That's okay. This just doesn't look, I'm hoping I can block this out. Y'all see that? This kind of gap between the stitch and the I-cord, this. I'm hoping I can go like that. I mean, I can always wear it backwards. Like, who really cares? I'm hyped this take is complete. Looks good. Thank y'all. Wow. Now I just need to not weave in weave in this end. So these are the only ends I'll have now. Everything else is woven in. Cut all my ends. And then I'll block it. And then we'll be done. I'm hoping when I block it, it'll fix this situation where the folded hem is flipping up. Finished my guinea pig just now. Oh my gosh, look, we're in sync. I love it, Alicia. Awesome. Okay, guys. Thank y'all so much for joining me. This was a blast. I'm going to head out and go to sleep. All of you should go to sleep too, because most likely most of y'all are in later time zones than me, so it's late. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I don't know when I'll be back on here. I have no idea. Hopefully soon. But in the meantime, I hope y'all make good progress on your projects, and I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Bye.